Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The most funny in the morning. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Just another day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Ladies and gentlemen, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church, Dallas, Texas, Pastor Frederick Douglass Haynes. Pastor Haynes, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Rickey Smiley and the Rickey Smiley Morning Show family. Listen, I love you. I praise God for you. And today we simply have to begin it with we must praise. I love the fact that Rickey Smiley's vision includes kicking off our day with a praise break. I love it because if you don't take a praise break, life will break you. I promise you, life will break you. All of us know that life be life and people be people, and all of us know that sometimes the math ain't math, and to quote my friend Jennifer Jones Austin, so when life is life and people are people and the math ain't math, and meaning life don't make sense, here's what you do. Go ahead, get your praise on, take a praise break so that life won't break you. And when you take a praise break, your focus now is not on your problem, but the God who is bigger than your problem. Here's your shout right here. The shout is God is bigger than any situation you find yourself in. God is greater than your haters. God is bigger than cancer. God is bigger than any problem that you may have. So here's what you do. Don't look around at what's coming at you. Look up at the God above you, and the God above you will give you the strength and the power to overcome what's around you. So go ahead, get your praise on, take a praise break so that life will not break you. God bless you. Come on, let's get our praise on.
There it is, Pastor Haynes, man, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church. Let's get into this music. Love you, Pastor Haynes.
Yes, sir. Love you, Ricky. Have a great one.
Yes, sir. You too. Let's go.
News headlines, entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Good morning. It's 13 minutes after the top of the hour, 13 minutes after the top, and we have our front page news with Maria Moore. Maria, what you got?
Good morning, Special Gate. Good morning, RSMS family. Here's what's happening in news. So this was what a lot of folks were anticipating. The very first question President Biden fielded in his Thursday night press conference was about his fitness to remain a candidate and whether Vice President Kamala Harris could step in if not. In his answer, Biden argued that he is the most qualified person to beat Donald Trump because he already beat him once, but he also made an unfortunate flub.
The idea anybody suggests that we haven't had an incredibly successful conference. How many times did you hear in that conference, I know it sounds too self-serving, but other leaders, heads of state, in thanking me saying the reason we're together is because of Biden?
So that was audio from his response to reporters about his fitness and his record as president, but he also mentioned Kamala Harris, but he referred to her as Vice President Trump during that press conference.
Right. And in his defense, and you know I am the Joe Biden defender on the show, in his defense, they had just the reporter had just mentioned President Trump, so I'm pretty sure he had Trump on his mind when he said Vice President Trump, because he was already thinking about Trump, because that was going to be in his answer anyway. The man is 148 years old. Let's understand that. He is going to misspeak. He is going to, have those little gaps. But I would say, out of 100 things, that was, one thing out of 100 that he got wrong last night.
I think the thing about it is that he's under a microscope. So even if he makes an honest mistake that a 20-something-year-old could make, people are going to overanalyze everything that he says. So,
and when you speak in public, you mess up. We do it every day.
Yeah. He can't afford to mess up anymore. He just can't afford it. He is over his budget in mess ups, but we'll see how this all turns out. Now, for his part, Trump is focusing on clearing his name ahead of the presidential election. Here's what he's trying to do. Donald Trump's lawyers are urging the judge in his New York hush money case to overturn his conviction and dismiss the case in the wake of the Supreme Court's recent ruling on presidential immunity.
Yeah, because of course they are.
Yeah, we got a lot of issues here in the United States, so continue to keep your eye on this, and we'll have more conversations in the show about it. I'm Maria Moore, and that's a quick look at news. For updates and more headlines, visit RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. The hot spot is coming up next. What can we expect, Brad?
Girl, I got all the info on all the new movies, and I can't wait to tell you about it up next on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The hot spot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot
and that's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
30 minutes before the top of the hour, it's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Got to send a huge shout out to Tatum Hill in Chicago and Latasha Jacobs in Cincinnati. They are celebrating their birthdays with Rickey Smiley on August 9th at the Birthday Beach Blowout. And you can too. All you need is $500 to reserve your spot today. Log on to RickySmileyBBB.com for all the details. Brat, good morning.
Good morning, Maria. Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. In theaters this weekend is a film called Long Legs. Now, Long Legs is a horror thriller following an FBI agent's pursuit of a satanic serial killer, starring Micah Monroe, Nicolas Cage, Blair Underwood, and Alicia Witt. It is projected to make about $15 to $20 million. Also in theaters this weekend is Fly Me to the Moon, which is a romance comedy about a marketing executive tasked by NASA to direct a staged moon landing. And that's starring Scarlett Johansson, Channing Tatum, Woody Harrelson, and Ray Romano. This is going to be good. It's projected to make about 13 to 15 million. And last but not least, Despicable Me 4 should generate 32 to 35 million, and Inside Out 2 should earn another 18 to 20 million dollars. If you haven't seen Inside Out 2, please go see it. It is a great movie. All right, y'all, let's get to the meat of this thing right here. Martin Lawrence is set to receive an official prequel series backed by Martin Lawrence himself. The prequel will be titled Young Martin, and it'll tell you the origin story centering on Martin Payne, a charismatic teenager navigating the complexities of transitioning from youth to adulthood. Now, the show is set in modern-day Detroit as a teenage Martin navigates scenarios involving family, friends, and his ambitions. Y'all think this kind of remind me of Fresh Prince, like what Will Smith did with Fresh Prince on Peacock, I think.
Or
Kinda,
Everybody Hates Chris.
Yeah, kind of like the same thing. Yep. All right, last but not least, Diddy's mother, Janice Combs, has been admitted to a Florida hospital for monitoring amid a health scare. According to TMZ, Ms. Combs was rushed in on Wednesday after experiencing pains in her chest. There's been no official ruling as to why just yet, but she reportedly believes it's due to stress from her son's mounting legal issues. The news comes just one day after Diddy received a scathing message from Cassie's lawyer when he was spotted enjoying some fun on the water amid his legal troubles. While Diddy was at whitewater rafting with his friends in Wyoming, Cassie's lawyer released an angry statement saying, "I don't think whitewater rafting will prepare him for the choppy waters that lie ahead." Ooh. I guess he should just stay under a rock and shouldn't do nothing fun, I guess, right? But what does he do to relieve stress? I'm sure he's stressed out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he probably just for PR purposes, he probably does need to lay low.
Yeah,
I know it's hard to do when you're that famous. But
do something more private, I guess. Yeah. But anything you do, they're gonna see him.
He have his women over to release the stress with him. They can read books and talk.
He need to go to yoga route like Russell Simmons.
Yeah,
did.
well, they was out
do
there.
some yoga.
Bye, Gary. The last thing he needs is some women over. Okay, we're not gonna do that. You know what? But we are gonna wrap up the hot spot on that note, Gary. But coming up next, y'all, we got Rock T's HBC. You know, the time now is 26 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Now you know.
And if you don't know, now you know.
HBC, you know.
Hey, yo, what up, man? Rock T's in the house for another HBC, you know. We gon' always put a spotlight on our heroes and sheroes that attended or currently attend our historically black colleges and universities. Oh, we finna head back down to Fisk University, established in 1866, home of the blue and gold Bulldogs. Shout out to one of y'all's former educators, Miss Miriam Eliza Carey, an American librarian. She helped establish the first libraries in prisons and hospitals in Iowa and Minnesota. She also helped organize libraries at 18 institutions across the state of Minnesota. And oh, by the way, during World War I, she was sent to army camps and hospitals to establish libraries at each site in 5 southern states. one of our amazing queens, Miriam Eliza Carey, another proud HBCU educator at Fisk University. If you didn't know, now you know. If you want to share your HBCU story, or if you have someone you want us to spotlight, follow and DM us on all social media platforms at HBCU Know.
All right, Brad. So it's 11 minutes to the top of the hour. What you got, Brad?
Check this out, Special K. More than 1/3 of Americans say they occasionally or consistently sleep in another room to accommodate a bed partner. Now, men are the ones who usually hit the sofa or the guest room, and it's millennials who do it most rather than older people. Now, one expert said achieving adequate sleep, which is usually 7 to 8 hours for adults. Ooh, that's a lot. That's more than I get, but it's important for healthy relationships. Now, studies have shown that people who consistently experience poor sleep are more likely to experience conflict with their partners, but say the key to making separate sleeping spaces work is talking about it beforehand. Now, sleep separation is more accepted now as people have become more aware of the importance of quality sleep to overall health. What y'all think about this?
Well, I can say that having been sleeping with somebody for the last 30 years, that, yeah, I'm at a stage where we can sleep apart and it's cool. And we do at times, because sometimes she goes to sleep downstairs and I'll be upstairs. And it works out because, you know, we both have our own sleep issues. And, you know, you come together when you need to be together, and then you go to your space and I'm going to go to my space, and we're going to both wake up refreshed and happy.
I beg to differ, Special K. I don't like that. I like sleeping next to mine, honey.
Yes.
And whether it's got to be in the same bed. Like, I can't sleep if I'm not sleeping next to mine.
Well, I think in my case it's because we've done it for so long that we just gotten to that point where both of us have our own sleep issues. I ain't gonna put out my own business out in the street, but she got things that she that irritate me at night, and vice versa. And I'm not saying we do it every night. Yeah, I'm not saying we do it every night, but sometimes, you gotta, you know.
See, I like sleeping with my husband. It's just sometimes, you know, he don't really be clipping his toenails that well. So, like, them things, he move his foot the wrong way. He's stabbing me with that big toe, be driving me nuts. But other than that, I enjoy
do y'all like the same? Like, see, we don't like the same temperature. My wife sleeps hot. I sleep cold. Like, I like it to be. Too. I like the AC and the ceiling fan on, and she be over there freezing. Then she'll turn something off, and then I'm sweating. So, you know, it's just things like that.
But you kind of adapt to that. Like, in the beginning, did you adapt to the things that she was used to, opposed to just what you're used to?
In the beginning, when you younger, you know, you trying to do things every night. But now that I'm older,
you don't give her back rubs at night?
Who?
You.
See, like, come on, like, you got to meet in the middle, Special K. What are you talking about? Like, my wife likes to listen to music when she go to sleep, but I can't, because I'm gonna wake up in the middle of the night and sing all the songs.
Oh, y'all newlyweds, y'all.
So I put it on Martin, so that way the TV is at least still on, but I ain't waking up singing the songs. Like, you meet in the middle.
Right.
See, y'all newlyweds, y'all still like to keep your hands on each other 24/7.
2 years and some change.
That's newlywed. That's still newlywed. That's still brand new.
Brad became claiming OG when it comes to her marriage. Like, it's been 2 years.
Yeah, it's been 2 years. That's brand new, Brad.
Baby, people don't make it sometimes, baby.
I know, but y'all still in that excitement stage.
Oh, whatever.
My wife's sick of me touching her.
We go to sleep. We be tired.
My wife, she don't need me touching her all the time. She like, I done had
I
enough
need
of
to
you.
sleep with a pillow like me and be content, honey. And that's all
Gary,
you need. Something nice and
when you don't got
I feel sorry for that pillow.
Me too. And them sheets.
Gave through the night that our flag was still there. Spangled banner yet wave.
Come on, man.
For the land of the free and the home of the half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the tip.
And it is time for Gary's T. Gary with the T, what you got?
All right, good morning, Special K. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Friday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Baby, Miss Jennifer Lopez is talking, honey. Ooh, and a lot of people saying, oh, you talking now? Oh, Brad, now you going to like this, honey. They're saying, y'all, that just before Miss Jennifer Lopez embarked on that whirlwind that was Jennifer, they said she was in a very high-profile relationship with Mr. Sean Diddy Combs. Now, they're saying, y'all, that the pair dated on and off for 2 beautiful years before calling it quits for good back in 2001. Now, Ms. Lopez said, baby, that the relationship came at a good time in her life. Yeah, because, honey, nobody knew she was. She was from a fly girl to Diddy's girl. And they say it became so emotionally exhausted that she was glad, honey, that she had been young throughout all of that. Now, they said Ms. Lopez and Diddy went on to set up her If You Had My Love music video, and he quickly began pursuing her. But she, honey, took longer, y'all, to warm up to him. Now, earlier on, before they were together, he told her that he was definitely in love with her. And, honey, she went on, and she said she kept him, baby, at a distance. But then he kept calling her, and she said, I guess I was excited at the beginning. She said he was from New York, and I was from New York. She said we just kind of spoke the same language, and we both had a love for music. She said he sort of mentioned to her that he was very sweet, and she said he was very sweet in the beginning. But at the end of the day, Miss Lopez said, baby, she was emotionally exhausted. And that's something to say, honey. She better watch herself, honey, because, you know, right now she's going through some mess with her husband, Mr. Ben Affleck. He done left her. A lot of people saying, she's saying,
they still together?
Yeah, her and Ben still together, but they're about to divorce, allegedly. They're saying that divorce on the rise, honey, but she's sitting there talking about she was emotionally exhausted with Diddy. But look at all those men she done been through who she emotionally exhausted.
Gary, don't do that. People go through relationships with different people, and they try to figure out who's the right one for them.
Oh, really? Is that what you call it?
That's what she's been doing for the last 30 years, though.
Yeah, she's been through enough.
But hey, she got back with Ben, and they still together. Let's give them some hope over
Brad,
here, Gary.
You know they separating, they still together. That man didn't left her, allegedly.
Nah, he ain't going nowhere.
Oh, trust me, he left her before, damn it, honey. He gonna leave her again.
Wasn't he running back around with his ex-wife again?
Yeah, Miss Jennifer Gardner, yes, because they say, honey, Miss Jennifer Gardner was nice, prim and proper. They said whenever him and J-Lo went somewhere together, he couldn't sit down and eat right, couldn't breathe right.
But
because,
they still go, but they still sing together. They still doing stuff, Gary.
Maybe he just like Jennifer's.
Maybe he does.
He'll be with Jennifer Hudson next.
Yeah, I guess so, child. I mean,
she belongs to Compton.
Doubt that.
Maria, was you ever exhausted, honey? Have you ever exhausted a man?
Oh, no. I've had one husband, and he's made me very happy and continues to do so. But I did see a relationship yes. A relationship expert talked about how J-Lo has this need to be in relationships, and she jumps into new relationships really fast without having a little buffer in between.
Yeah, Ben ain't new, but honey, I mean, look, but she went back. How y'all said going around the block?
Yeah, because she was with the Mark Anthony, and then she was with the backup dancer.
She was with a lot of baseball player.
But if she wasn't famous, y'all wouldn't know nothing about that. A lot of women go through different men before they figure out who they're gonna be with, and men do the same thing.
But she 50-something.
Yeah,
okay, well, guess what? It don't work the same for everybody.
Well, we see that, honey, and she don't be talking about somebody exhausted, honey. She done exhausted a lot of people. I'm sure she exhausted the cast of Living Color, but hell, she moved on with her life.
Oh, did she?
That was a reach.
Well, but people say they didn't like her, so I'm just
She
saying
was a fly girl. She had nothing to do with the show.
Nothing. Whatever. Moving on, child. Another celebrity news, y'all, is reports being circulated, y'all, that baby Miss Phaedra Parks could be returning to the Real Housewives of Atlanta 16th season. And according to Phaedra and baby Miss Portia, who is already confirmed to return, wants Phaedra back. Because, you know, they was freaking frag. When they freaking frag? Yeah, well, honey, they said in the interview recently, they said Miss Phaedra was asked, honey, whether Portia had been working behind the scenes, honey, to bring her back. And she said, of course she has, honey. Now, they said freaking frag, honey, will go in history, Phaedra added. She said, we've had wonderful time together. I'm super excited for her, and she's excited to be back. Hopefully, they can bring Atlanta back to the days that it was a must-see TV, honey. And I did like Phaedra and Portia together when they were freaking fragging, whatever. And I like the whole show, you know, no matter what people say about it. But, honey, they're saying, you know, after Kenya Moore was reported dropped from the franchise, they say fans believe that a Phaedra comeback could help to save the show.
And don't you think that she has a lot of leverage right now? Because it seems like they're desperate to get something going with this show, so she could probably ask for whatever she wants.
Yeah, but what about Married to Medicine? No, she's on Married to Medicine.
Oh, yeah, that too.
So, I mean, I wonder if you could do that. Brad, you're in reality TV. Can y'all go to two different shows? Can you go to two different shows?
Yes.
Oh, well, honey, that's two checks.
You can switch because maybe I don't think she might not be on Married to Medicine anymore. Who knows?
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything, but she might be. Maybe she's not signed contractually to be exclusive on either one, so she can jump if she wants to.
Really? Well, honey, congratulations to Miss Phaedra, and that's some extra check. She ain't got to never do no lot no more. She can get all the money from her
Or
check,
no funeral stuff. We just got to wait and see.
Yes, Lord, we just gotta wait and see, y'all. And you know, people still talking about viewers slam Steve Harvey, y'all, for asking Megan the Stallion about her feet. Did y'all see that?
Lord.
Oh no.
Yeah, we saw it yesterday. We did it, honey, on Dish Nation. But I mean, it was
He didn't ask her about her feet, per se. He asked a question. The question involved feet, and it wasn't directed towards her. And she answered quickly with no issue. She didn't even think twice about it. It didn't even bother her. It didn't even faze her. Now everybody talking about it, making it a big deal. That's what's annoying.
Yeah, they say, honey, Meg Thee Stallion didn't skip a beat, baby. They say, honey, she went on about her business and answered the question and stuff. I don't recall if she won. I think that her team did win or whatever. But, you know, people do make a big thing out of nothing, though, honey. But we just got to pray, y'all, that it's just a question, y'all. It's just a question.
Was it one of the survey questions or a personal question?
It was a survey question. They was at the top podium, and he said something. What's the question, Gary? Something about what do people like getting done to their feet?
Feet, about massaging or something in there. But her feet came. They said, now, a lot of people saying they know doggone what a Celebrity Family Feud didn't start off the Meg Thee Stallion episode with a question about something you've done to your mate's feet.
Come on, they're not.
That might have just been a
They're not
coincidence.
messy. It is a coincidence. They don't want no smoke or nothing bad said about them. Family Feud has been around for years.
Yeah, well, we just gonna keep her lifted in prayer because baby Meg is walking. Her feet were made for walking, and she's doing what she got to do.
And she's performing well and doing great and very successful. We love Meg Thee Stallion. Thank you, Gary.
All right, the Kahlua today, honey, is one of my favorite Kahluas. My Kahlua today, y'all, is Toitus. On the high end, you say Toitus, and on the low end, you say caramel. That's your Kahlua for
Oh
today.
my God, Gary, you know that is not a damn thing. Ain't no such thing as Toitus.
Toitus, y'all don't have Toitus glasses?
No.
Hey, this is Riri calling from Tennessee. I want to wake myself up. It's my birthday. Hey, happy birthday to me. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
This is Scott calling from Baltimore. Would like to wake my nephew DJ up down in Raleigh, North Carolina, and tell him I'm very proud of him. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
This is Tony from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I want to say wake up, wake up, wake up to my niece, Cedra Day, and my sister, Vanessa Day. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Hey. Radio. Let them know then. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Where you at? Greenwood. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Where you at? Dallas. Wake up. Dallas. Chicago. Wake up. Woo. Chi-town. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
Thank you for those wake-up calls, Brad. Coming up next, we got Mind, Body, and Business with our very own. Welcome back, Maria Moore. You don't want to miss that. Maria, what you got coming up?
Man, we are talking about climate change and things we can do to make a difference. That's coming up next on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Mind, Body, Business with Maria Moore on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, we're right here at the bottom of the hour. Maria Moore, what you got in Mind, Body, and Business today?
Good morning, Special K. Good morning to my wonderful colleagues. Yes, I am Maria Moore. It's time for Mind, Body, and Business. And today I wanted to highlight a topic that I feel like we don't talk about enough, and it is a climate crisis. Record heat. We're seeing it all across the U.S. A lot of experts are saying this is going to be the new normal. On the West Coast, we're seeing 120, 130 degrees, rising sea level, airplane turbulence. Gary, you know how it is when you're on the airplane. All of this stuff has to do with the climate crisis, and I really think that we need to pay attention. It's almost like we're in a house that's burning and on fire, and everybody got the music up and still partying. Like, we're seeing it right before our eyes. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about things that we can do in our everyday lives to address climate change. Now, Some people don't understand how fossil fuel emissions work. Now, when fossil fuels are burned, they release large amounts of carbon dioxide. This is a greenhouse gas into the air. So when you hear about fossil fuel emissions and greenhouse effect, that traps the heat into our atmosphere, and that causes global warming. So things that we're doing every day that's causing that, pollution, air pollution, overconsumption, stuff like that. So one thing that we can do in terms of energy preservation is using LED light bulbs. Do y'all have LED light bulbs in your house? Y'all use the old school?
Oh, those are expensive, the LEDs, huh?
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
I have the regular ones.
They last longer, though.
I think we got both.
Yeah, they last longer, and they're better for the environment. So think about the electricity, the heat, the energy that you're using in your home, and ask yourself, do I need to do this on all the time? You know, I was actually surprised when we had that conversation about the temperature in the house, and we talked about 76 and 78 degrees, and all of us were like, oh my gosh, that's too hot. But a lot of people set their thermostats at 76 degrees, you know, and that's actually good for energy preservation. So you don't have to do. That's why I have many things on this list that you can do. So if that's too much for you, another one is to stop wasting food. And this is a very practical tip.
Oh,
like
yeah, I hate that.
wasting food. Now, when you throw food away, you're also wasting the resources and energy that were used to grow, produce, package, and transport the food. You're wasting your money. And then when you think about landfills, oh my gosh, the trash has to go somewhere. So stop over-consuming and just think about ways that you can conserve energy in the way that you eat. Also, recycling. Man, recycling was so big back in the day. Remember when you was trying to earn a little extra money?
Oh, yeah.
We used to
All
get
your
them
cans and your bottles.
Cans, baby.
Oh, my gosh. Well, I mean, I don't know if it's necessarily a good monetary come up, but when you think about recycling, it's not just cans and your plastics and your paper and stuff like that. Electronics, clothes, other items. I like to shop at thrift stores because you get some great finds there. But think about ways that you can conserve energy by recycling. Also, here's a big one. Consider an electric vehicle. You have an electric vehicle, Brett, don't you?
I do, yes.
Yeah. And, you know, if you plan to buy a car, consider going electric. My next car is going to be an electric vehicle. Do you have one yet?
Hell no.
Within your fleet, Gary?
You got to plug a car in. And if I'm driving from Georgia to Texas, honey, where I'm going to plug it up at?
They have so many different spots, Gary. They'll tell you on the actual car where the spots are.
Yeah, but I've been stopped in Clansville, honey, and can't get out, no ma'am.
No,
well,
you
don't have to plan ahead.
They probably don't have charging stations in Clansville. Just
you don't think
they're
so?
mostly at like Targets, Gary.
Oh, really?
Targets and yes.
Oh, okay.
See, Brad is
Atlantic
doing something.
Station, they're everywhere, Gary. Really.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And that's her contribution to addressing climate
Yes.
change. But, you know, I just think about how hard I've worked my entire life. And now that I'm 46, almost 50, I'm like, I want to travel. I want to do
Girl,
things.
46 is 4 years from 50. You is not almost 50.
Almost 50.
She on the other side of 45.
I'm on the other side of 45. It's almost 50.
Oh,
but,
God.
you know, I'm just thinking about traveling and stuff like that. And even when I fly now, I have not taken a flight within the past 3 years that didn't have some type of turbulence. You know, and if you're trying to travel and you're thinking about the climate crisis, you better get it in while you can, because it's going to be very uncomfortable. And we got to think about leaving the earth in good condition for future generations.
We all got kids.
Girl.
And they need to have a good earth to
What you say,
inherit.
Brad?
Girl.
No, but we do.
Your baby gonna want to
We have to
travel. He
think
gonna
about
want to be
that.
on an airplane. He
Girl,
gonna
And,
want to.
and your baby don't want to be dealing with 135 degrees
He
in
ain't gonna
July.
know by that
It
time that's
ain't
going to be the
nothing
norm.
you could do about that.
Okay.
You
And-
one or two people, and this is all great and dandy, but the rest of the world, the whole world got to be on one accord, and that never happens.
No, they actually are working towards being on one accord. That's what the whole
Well, we're going to
climate
be
change,
forced. We're going to be forced to do it.
issue is about. Yeah,
It's going to be forced at some point because it's getting really bad.
But we are killing the dinosaur, the prehistoric things
No,
for
no,
the
no,
fossil.
no.
She
The
said the
ozone
fossil.
ozone
No,
layer and
no,
all that
that's
kind
not
of
the
stuff.
same.
It's a whole nother conversation.
It's not
we'll
a
get into
dinosaur
another time.
That ain't the
You can't stop
dinosaurs.
acting like you as smart as Maria. You know.
That's what I said, bro. He getting on
I'm
my
the smartest
nerves. here,
person
like
in
he's
the
so
room,
smart.
damn it.
You always got to chime in. You don't
You
know
gotta
what
say
you're
like
talking
he
about.
so
I'm
intelligent.
educated.
No,
Okay,
you're not.
I just
You
want
know
to let
about
y'all
politics.
know
That's it.
that there
Thank
are
you, Maria.
melanated folks who are tree huggers, who love the earth and who are trying to do something to make our economy greener and save our neighborhood. So I'm going to be posting those resources in my stories. There's a great TED Talk about saving the neighborhood that you already live in. Just do what you can. You know, if you can just wash your clothes in cold water, use some LED lights, buy an electric vehicle, that can make a difference if we do it collectively. All right, let's just try just a little effort.
Let's all
Amen.
just get along.
Optimism.
Maria, where can you be
Kay,
reached at?
Kay, what have you done to contribute to this effort?
I don't fart outside.
Okay.
Oh.
At Maria Moore on Instagram, MariaMore. Thank you, y'all.
He got one LED light and a flashlight. Talking about he contributed.
Acting like
Hey, but guess what? Jalayan Sound got that chicken and waffle mix to kick off the weekend. It's Friday, y'all. Yeah. Thank you, Maria. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Hey, Rick, this your boy Black Tony. Look, hey, shot, I'm locked up. Man, these folks got me up in here in the jailhouse. Shot, it's crazy up here, man. Folks up here arguing, fighting, and all that. Look, I know I don't work there no more. I know I got fined, but shawty, I need you to get me out. I need like $700 to bond me out. And I need you to call my mama, because she got all the information for the bond company and all that. Can you please just call my mama? Cause I ain't got but 1 minute on that phone to be talking, so they ain't got time to give you all them details and everything. Go so ugly and be asking me all them details and everything. Look, shawty, just call my mama and she'll tell you where to send the money to. You can cash out my mama. Look, Rick, hey, it's a long story right now. It's a long story, but just understand I ain't do nothing wrong. I promise you, please get me out. Please call my mama right now. Get you a pencil and write my mama number down, because these folks in here crazy. Look, the number, hey, look, take the number down, please. Listen carefully now. Please take the number before they cut the phone off. It's 6784.
Oh no.
I think that minute ran out.
Mm.
Damn. Somebody gonna be in jail over the weekend, huh?
We need to check on Black Tony.
Well,
I'm Googling Black Tony mama phone number.
He didn't say what county he was in, though.
Oh, yeah.
He locked up.
How are we going to check on him then?
I don't know. Anybody got his mama number?
No, I don't.
Oh, damn. Oh, well.
I guess he'll call back when he gets some a little more time or something. Somebody put some money on this book.
At least it's not a holiday weekend. You'll find a way to get out by Monday.
How about we
He
get
just
out of
needs
this break?
$700, y'all. How about that?
How about we do that?
Brett, you got it.
I got what?
700.
I'll put it on there. Just I don't have none of his information.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Maybe he'll come to work.
Well, who knows?
So he could do it if he put his back into it.
Something different from nobody has ever seen it in this world before. I can sing backwards.
In reverse.
In reverse.
From back.
Yes. I'm going to be singing I Believe I Can Fly.
By R. Kelly.
Yes. I believe I love fly. Life, fly. Going by life, fly.
Hold it! He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T.
Hey, 6 minutes after the hour. It is 6 minutes after the hour, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, and I'll tell you who is on their black job today. Gary with the T.
Yeah.
Good morning, Special K. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Friday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Kris Jenner, the mama honey to them Kardashian and Kendall Jenner girls, recently hinted, y'all, that marriage might be on the cards, y'all, with her man, Mr. Corey Gamble, honey. They're saying they've been together for almost a decade. Now, they're saying, y'all, yes, honey, they said the 68-year-old reality television star shared her thoughts with friends, Miss Faye Resnick and Miss Kathy Hilton, honey, during a shopping spree in Beverly Hills. Now, they're saying the conversation veered from Kris Jenner's upcoming hysterectomy surgery out to the topic of marriage, where Kathy Hilton playfully suggested that she expected wedding bells instead of surgical news. Now, Kris, honey, responded with a laugh, and she said, listen, honey, I mean, not right this very second. She said, but maybe when I'm 70. Now, Kris Jenner and Corey, you know who? Corey's only 43 years old, honey.
Oh, is he that young?
He that damn young, giving her all his good years to this woman, honey. They ain't doing nothing but playing with him, honey, just like they do. And, honey, I'm like, child, 70. They say, but over the years, their relationship blossomed. They have appeared, you know, together in public events. And, you know, they shared, you know, some glimpses of their romance on social media. But a lot of people saying, really, though, y'all? But Mr. Chris, now she did do this. Now she praised Corey. She said for his unwavering support and his role within family. She said he's the greatest Negro, and I mean he's the greatest guy, and he's just an amazing support system for me. And he really gives me a lot of strength and insight. He's a great sounding board. He loves my kids and my mom, and they just love him. How long do you be with I thought the rules were you're supposed to be with a person, you should be at least with them for a year or 2 years, because by that time you should know who they are. And then you should get married. 10 years, that's just too long for him to be engaged himself to this woman, and she ain't do nothing but play with her. Had that been, it's safe if he was with Keisha, he would have been with her for a weekend level, but now he with Chris, and he with her for 10 years.
It's working for him, so he ain't went nowhere.
Yeah, it's working for him all right, but I mean, he just, that's sad, honey.
He's younger than Kim Kardashian.
Thank you, honey.
He's younger than most of her kids.
Yes, exactly.
I didn't know he was that young.
Yes, honey. Yes, he's young,
Wow.
honey. So, honey, and she probably waiting to be with him because probably she croak, honey, anytime soon. She know he gonna get with Kim because, you know.
Oh,
yeah, well.
I don't know.
Yeah, but... but nevertheless, honey, I just think it's sad that this man is doing this, honey, and she just using him like he's some kind of slave or something, honey. But hey, I guess he getting a check, honey, for being there. So, and they say he's the most faithful black man on earth.
Of course.
You know, she got some GPS things in his phone. I'm sure she know where it is at all
Does
times.
she have GPS things in his phone?
I'm sure.
She got that air tag.
Got that air tag on him.
Yeah, she got
Wow.
it. So, but nevertheless, congratulations to them. While we congratulating y'all, oh, it's so sad. We're keeping it along the Jenners, honey. Kylie Jenner, y'all. We know that's Kris Jenner's beautiful daughter, y'all. But they're saying, y'all, that she has another reason, y'all, to cry. Because, you know, Kylie cries a lot. Now, Brad, maybe you had something to do with it. They say because her much-hyped Brad fashion doll, they on the clearance rack at Target, honey. They say, baby, Miss Kylie recently broke down in tears. They say over the mean comments her fans made about her surgically enhanced look. They say it's a miracle, honey. I still have confidence and can still look in the mirror and still think I'm pretty. That's what she told her sisters, honey. But nevertheless, they're saying last year, the 26-year-old reality TV star, she teamed up with MGA Entertainment to launch the first ever celebrity line of her Bratz dolls, which, you know, feature her red carpet fashion. Now, they're saying that the 24-inch large-scale Kylie Jenner X-Bratz doll, you know, it was launched in January of 2024. Now, this is the dolls, they only retail, y'all, look at this, for only $99, y'all, and they feature nighttime and daytime looks. Now, they say one of the dolls wore a beautiful ostrich feathered trimmed Versace gown from that 2019 Met Gala, and they're saying another one wore a beautiful Thierry Mugler dress that she wore at the 2022 gown, at the 2022 CFD gala. But they're saying the dolls started off at $99, and now you can get them now at Target for only $29.
That's a 70% price drop.
Baby, they say this girl doll didn't drop to $29, and they say at that low discount price, people still ain't buying them. So it's sad.
That's okay though. She's got lots of other things happening where she ain't got to worry about the sale of these dolls, Gary.
Well, honey, she shouldn't have put them out there. But my thing is this, Brad. Did she take your name, honey, and use that for those dolls? Because the name was the Brat doll.
The name Brat existed years and years and years before I came. It's always been a household name.
Yeah, they call it
Da
Brat.
Brat is who I am.
Yeah, they call it Brats with a Z at the end. So.
Well, now they got the dolls, baby, for $2.10, girl. You go on social media.
$2.10.
Walmart.
On Walmart, baby. Miss Walmart got it for $2.10. All right, the color today, honey, is one of my favorites. The color today is Titus. On the high end, you say Titus. On the low end, say Calvin. That's your color for that, bitch. I'm going to get me a dog.
Tortoise.
Yeah, hey, y'all give it up for Gary with the T. Y'all give it up.
Tortoise.
Amazing job on your black job today. Look,
Tortoise.
hey, coming up in what's
Did you see that post?
People are talking.
Here's what's trending on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Our listeners always give us such epic responses. It's Fill in the Blank Friday, and today we want to know, what is one thing broke people always find money for?
Man, ain't it so annoying when somebody always claiming they ain't got no money but seem to find money to pay for something that they technically should not be paying for? Well, a survey was done of the top things broke people always find the money to pay for, and here are some of those answers. $10 Starbucks coffee, cigarettes, new sneakers, booze, the latest cell phone, lotto and scratch-off tickets, and tattoos.
So this morning, we want you to fill in the blank. Broke people always find money for blank. Call us now and let us know. 866-9-RICKY. That's 866-9-RICKEY. Not a whole lot of broke people on this morning show, so it should be interesting. Now, maybe you can go back to when you were broke. What do y'all think?
That was last week.
Was it last week? Oh, wow.
I ain't had a show in a minute. Yeah, broke people always find money to go to concerts. Like, people always talk about, man, gas $4 and bread $6, eggs $12. But if Beyonce pop up tomorrow and say she having a concert, you got $2,000 to buy a ticket. Stadium be full. How is that and everybody broke?
Right.
You know, it's an expression, I guess. Somebody said people, but you could fill in the blank with whoever you want it to be, beg for what they need and buy what they want.
Yeah,
that's true too.
That is definitely true.
That is true too.
I
I
think
think
he
women
broke.
always find some way to get their hair and nails done.
Oh, yes.
That's a big one. Oh,
like,
yes, definitely.
You got a $500 wig or whatever with a lace front on it, but you can't. You broke. How,
Yeah.
Sway?
They're going to donate some blood or something, get
Come
them some
on now.
coins.
Come on now.
I think they always have, broke people always find money to travel. Like, I be seeing people talking about they going to Vegas. I'm like, you owe me $20. Like, what are you doing?
Right.
I seen somebody posting on IG from the Caribbean that I know needed $20 10 days ago for gas. And then I see you on IG and posting from the Caribbean.
Somebody sent me a text saying that men always holler about they broke, but they have money for side chicks.
Oh, wow.
Side chicks don't cost.
Oh, they
so
don't?
I heard.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they don't cost.
The ones
That's what
you
I
deal
heard.
with.
That's what I heard.
yes,
I
think
wouldn't
they
have
do.
first-hand knowledge of that.
You
So
gotta
how
pay
do
them
you
something
treat
to
a
be
side
on the
chick?
side.
Yeah, how do you
Okay.
treat them to a good time?
Yeah.
Well, I think the thing is you get somebody who's doing so bad that it don't take much to
that's
please them.
Oh,
You gotta grab the low-hanging fruit.
If that's the case, they ain't looking beautiful and they ain't keeping themselves up, honey.
Yeah, but they got what they need. They got what he need. Well, I don't know anything about all that. But anyway,
You really
yeah,
messing
so
with
what's
a
another
bum.
thing?
Don't be trying to change the subject.
Yeah, that's
Let
really
me help you. Let's go to the phone lines. 866-9-RICKY, 866-9-RICKEY. Broke people always find money for blank. Good morning.
Broke people always find money for bills.
Hey, I'm Kevin calling from North Carolina, and I noticed that broke people always find money for weed.
Good morning. I'm calling from St. Louis, Missouri, and I want to say the people that I find that are broke that always find money is the people that smoke weed. They be broke, but they can find their money for the weed.
Broke people always find money for marijuana.
Hey, I'm calling from Miami, and they always have money to buy one cigarette.
Calling from Lithonia, they're always finding money for clubs.
I'm calling from Henderson, North Carolina, and broke people always find money for drugs.
I'm calling from Lake Charles, Louisiana, and they always find money for hair and nails.
It is.
Wow, so many responses for weed and
Is
drugs.
that popular?
Yeah, that's because if
Wow.
you broke, you need to get high to get your mind off the fact that you ain't got no money.
And usually
just
somebody
stay in
will
the
give you some if you know somebody.
Exactly. Hell.
Oh, weed smokers are benevolent like that?
Oh, we know one that's very benevolent.
Yeah,
and
it's nice
she
to share.
shares, and she's a giver.
Why I gotta
That's
be
your
a she?
place. That's your place in heaven for that sister. She got that good stuff too. All right, if you couldn't get through in today's topic, let us know your thoughts on Facebook or Instagram at Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It is about that time to play Battle of the Sexes. We got the one and only Nicole from Columbus, Ohio. Listen to us on Magic 95.5. Everybody in Middle Ohio, Columbus, Ohio State. You know what it is. What up, Nicole?
What up? I'm ready. Let's go.
All right, and then we got Ed from Indianapolis, Snaptown building.
Hey, give me some of them long donuts, Ed. Give me some of them long donuts.
Hey, Ed, can you go by Longs and get us some donuts, like for real?
Man, it's the other side of town, but I can make it happen.
Bruh, and then stop by Country Kitchen, too. Did they ever open it back up, Ed?
They ain't never open on time, man.
Oh, damn. Shout out to everybody listening to us on WTLC 106.7, Naptown 317, baby. All right, y'all, Battle of the Sexes. Listen, if y'all don't know the answer, just say pass. That you'll save yourself some time so we can get some more questions in. All right, are you ready?
For sure.
Ready.
All right, Nicole, it's me and you. Start the clock. All right, Phillip head and flathead describe different types of wet hand tool.
Screwdriver.
Yes. What jersey number did retired NFL quarterback Tom Brady wear?
7.
Huh?
Nope.
7.
Nope. Number 12. All right. Rayovac and Everready are what types of what product?
Battery.
Yep, had to get one for Gary. All right. What was the United States president that preceded Ronald Reagan?
Carter? No.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Bush. No, it was Bush.
Preceded. It
was before. Oh,
yeah.
I said.
That's right.
You
Jimmy
right.
Carter.
Keep
Oh,
going,
damn.
you
You
right.
are absolutely wrong. I'm so sorry. Let's put 5 more seconds on the clock. All right. Pilot, Odyssey, and CRV are different models from what car company?
Honda.
Yep.
Go ahead, girl.
Come on, ladies.
All right. What is the length of a yardstick in inches?
Yardstick in inches. 12.
36. All right. What boxer retired with a 50-0 record and is known by his nickname and known for misspelling GOAT, G-O-A-T?
Oh, my God. Oh, Jesus, you just said this not too long ago.
He couldn't spell GOAT. He spelled it G-A-O-T. What that mean?
Period.
The greatest all of time.
Period.
That's Floyd Mayweather. But you did good. You did good. All right, Brett, you ready?
You ready, Ed?
Yes, let's do it.
All right, let's go. What movie just broke box office records about a popular doll?
Barbie.
That's right. What astrology sign matches a bull?
Taurus.
That's right.
Oh!
Frida makes popular items for who?
Pass.
That would be babies. What is a baked Alaska?
I baked Alaska a pie.
Yep, dessert. That's right. What popular women's brand uses the slogan, Love Pink?
Pass.
Victoria's Secret. What artist named her album Pink Friday?
Nicki Minaj.
That's right. What singer's real name is Gabriella Wilson?
Pass.
That's hard. Her, the singer Her. What type of flour do you use to thicken sauces? That would be corn flour. And one more. What luxury brand is known for its bumblebee symbol?
Dodge. Plymouth.
Dodge?
We got a tie. All right, love, you got a chance to break the tie for the win.
That'd be Gucci, by the way.
All right, on the HBO. All right, here you go, love. On the HBO show Hard Knocks, which pro sport training camp is featured?
I don't know, pass.
Go, Brett.
Hemp, A2, and soy are types of what, Ed?
Cannabis.
All right, we got a tie. We just gonna give it to both of y'all. Special K. We got a tie. We cannot break the tie. Special K. What did they win?
All right, a fantastic contest today. Congratulations.
They got four piece.
You're both the winners today of the fantastic, amazingly exclusive, coveted prize pack from America's store, the Dollar Tree. All right, so you got free gels, cherry-flavored menthol cough drops, relieves coughs, and soothes sore throats. From Power Stick, soft, floral vegan body spray for her. It's dye-free, sulfate-free, freshness all day. And Sunny D. That's right, Sunny D Tangy Original Orange Drink. It's not orange juice, it's Sunny D. From Suavitel, complete lavender scented 18-count fabric sheets. From Color Vibe Nail Polish, gel-like shine, and that color is salmon pink. You got Hostess Ding Dongs. This is a brand new product from Hostess. Ding Dongs flavored popcorn. Oh, yeah, that's delicious. Ding Dong! You got Circuit Brand. Super heavy duty D batteries. You got a 3-pack of Pop Rocks popping candy. Put some excitement in your mouth. All right. And finally, a family-sized can of Manwich Original Sloppy Joe sauce. Because remember, a sandwich is just a sandwich, but a Manwich is a meal. All yours for winning Battle of the Sexes. Congratulations.
Yes. Hey, we appreciate for playing. Shout out to everybody that's in Columbus, Ohio, and Indy. Thank you, Nicole and Ed. God bless y'all. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show. No time, baby. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. Hey, this morning we have the pleasure of speaking with an award-winning on-air talent, entertainment journalist, and content creator. You may know her as the host of More Than That podcast. Please give it up for Gia Peppers. Gia, what's up?
Oh, it is such an honor to be on this show. Y'all are everything. Nice to meet you guys on the phone.
We are so happy to have you this morning. And you made such a stamp in the black community with much success in pushing racial equality, by encouraging brands to invest into the black community. Let's just get started by, what inspired you to take on this responsibility? Because it is a lot.
Sure. Yeah, no, I definitely think brands can do more, especially in 2024. And that's why I love that we have this show, More Than That, with Gia Peppers. Essentially, this show started as a response to everything that happened within our community and in the world in 2020, 2021, post George Floyd, post all of the subsequent murders that followed after. And when all the brands were like, oh my goodness, we all support Black people, put up our Black square, we are all about Black people. And Dentsu, which is one of the world's leading advertising firms, has a global arm that's called Dentsu Good. And so they decided to partner with their actual clients who were ready to kind of put their money where their mouth was and decided to come up with this impactful way to not only connect with consumers, but to create a space where we could have very tough, very amazing conversations that span from the Black maternal mortality rate to social justice, to wellness, to therapy, to art, to creativity, to innovation, to AI. Anything that we were talking about on our timelines as a community or in our group chats, we decided they needed to have a space to where in over 104 markets, we can have 20-minute conversations about all these different things that were happening in the time. And so that started 4 seasons ago. Since then, we've been nominated for an NAACP Image Award. We've had on incredible guests from Master P to, leaders like Felicia Butterfield and climate change experts and scientists and doctors. So we really have run the gamut of all different types of Black life and wellness. And this season, we're focused on the power of the collective and not being distracted by the loudness of this moment, but to double down on the work we've done as a community to show up better, to continue showing up, especially in this year for each other.
Oh, now that's beautiful, Jill. So, Jill, tell me this. With the help of your podcast now, so over $16 million now, you said it was invested back into the Black businesses. So how were you able to make this happen?
Yes. So, that's how, my pay grade. I was brought on as a host and executive producer a little after the business model was set up for this. But how Dentsu decided they were going to invest money back in is literally by having their partners and the company come up with ways to only hire Black businesses. So the supply chain from our production company to our radio relationships to the distribution to Black-owned radio, everything is supported for the Black community. So throughout every season of production, we've been able to disseminate $16 million back into the Black community.
That's good.
Wow, that's what's up. Now, Jill, do you have a favorite episode or guest that you've had on your show? I know everybody does a great job, but is it one that really stands out to you?
When we were starting season 2, they really were doing the work of getting us people who we know and love, but getting them to talk about things that we might not know they love and are interested in. And so during season 2, we actually had Master P come on and talk about the effects of climate change. As someone who knows what climate change does to a city, as literally being like the, unofficial mayor of New Orleans,
right.
He has so much work and leadership that he does to help his city in these times. So he was able to talk to us about how cities rebuild post-Katrina and post the storms that followed after, and why Black and brown communities are actually highly impacted by the changes that we are experiencing in our world and climate. So, like, you know, he's not a scientist, but he has been through it enough to know, like, our communities are going to suffer first. So we were able to talk to him about that. We also had Styles P and his wife on to talk about juicing and how he changed his whole life by deciding to take care of his body. And then we also had Nipsey, the late, great, rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle's business partner on to talk about everything that Nipsey was doing and how they're continuing his legacy in the business mind of hip hop. So we got a lot of dope guests.
That's what's up.
Now, are there any upcoming projects or initiatives you particularly excited about? And let everybody know how they can follow you.
Absolutely. So More Than That is airing right now. We're in 104 markets, over 104 markets in this country. So y'all can hear us in a lot of cities. I'm from D.C., so shout out to everybody that listens to us in the DMV. We are continuing to do this work. One of the things that I am excited about is that they are expanding this show. They are in development for other More Than That's in different languages, More Than That Latino, all these different things, so we can really get our Black media and our our POC media funded. It's very important, especially in this time. We know, Ricky, we all know how important it is that we have funding to keep telling our stories so that history can't be erased. So my prayer is that More Than That is a model for brands to really understand the importance of the Black story and the Black audience and getting us the money to the Black community, and so we can really reinvest, really keep doubling down on this impact and this growth, even in these loud times where DEI is now a buzzword for something completely different from when it was in 2020. And so we're hoping that more people are inspired by this model and create their own More Than That and their own different podcasts that are supported by big brands like our partners P&G, Kroger, and GM all over this country.
And we are so proud of you and congratulations on everything. Everybody make sure that you tune into More Than That, because we definitely be pushing it on this show for sure. More Than That podcast. And thank you so much for joining. And please, y'all, please give it up and show your love for the one and only Gia Peppers.
Have a good day.
Yeah, you too. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
Entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
28 minutes after the top of the hour, and it is time for the front page with the lovely and talented Maria Moore. What you got?
Oh, thank you for that. Good morning, Special K. Good morning, RSMS family. Here's what's happening in news. President Biden fielded questions in his hour-long solo press conference on Thursday night. The first was about his fitness to remain a candidate and whether Vice President Kamala Harris could step in if needed. In his answer, Biden argued that he is the most qualified person to beat Donald Trump because he already beat him once, but he accidentally referred to the VP by the wrong name.
Look, I wouldn't have picked Vice President Trump to be vice president, but I think she was not qualified to be president. So let's start there.
Yeah, well, I mean, the man is older than electricity. So, you know, he's entitled to have a little slip up.
You should be on his PR team.
I really should be. And I would take the position I wouldn't even charge him.
Have you ever called your wife by the wrong name?
No.
Yeah,
well,
no,
that's a whole
but we do that occasionally, y'all.
Yeah.
Call people by the wrong name. That happens.
It happens.
I call my dogs different ones. You know, I may be like Stacks.
Oh,
or,
your dogs.
You know,
okay.
Fendi. You know, I might call him just having a lot on the brain can do that.
He's older than rocks. So, you know, I mean, he's entitled. Because
What a
99%
way to
of
speak
his
to somebody you support.
Yeah, 99% of his press conference was on point. So
he did have some bright moments. Meanwhile, major donors are pulling their support for Joe Biden amid the recent fallout. TMZ reports the source says nearly everyone in the major donor circle is going to stop funding Biden's reelection because the consensus is he can't beat Donald Trump in November. Now, on the flip side, a rep for the Biden campaign says they've seen some of their strongest grassroots fundraising numbers in July.
Yeah.
So you see the country's pretty
I sent
split
him
on it.
$20.
Did you send him 20?
I did.
Okay, $20 whole from Special K.
10% of my paycheck.
We'll continue to keep our eye on this. Lastly, real quick, the ESPYs went down last night, led by host Serena Williams. She looked amazing, celebrating a landmark year for women's sports with Simone Biles, Asia Wilson, Caitlin Clark, Juju Watkins among the honorees. Dawn Staley was coach of the national champion South Carolina women's basketball team. We saw that epic game play out. She received the Jimmy V Award for perseverance for both her support and fight for equality for women's sports and for her leadership in the fight against cancer. So shout out to her and all of our people out in Greenville. I'm Maria Moore, and that is a quick look at news. For updates and more headlines, visit RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Right now, Brett has the hot spot.
The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and
this hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
Oh, Brett.
Good morning.
I'm sorry. Brett, what you got at the hot spot? My bad. That was on me.
Man.
I had a Joe Biden moment. What can I say?
Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brad Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Panda rapper Designer has bizarrely blamed being caught touching himself on an airplane on the fact that he was just on a vegan diet. He previously pleaded guilty to indecent exposure after being caught inappropriately touching himself on a flight to Japan by airline staff. Oh my God.
He appeared on
Adam. What? Okay. He appeared on Adam 22's No Jumper podcast and addressed his arrest, which he barely escaped, being put on the sex offenders list. Here's what this man had to say.
Mentally, Adam, I wasn't in the right place. Like, I had a long time to think about this, and it's just like, literally, mentally, I wasn't in the right place. I was just like having so much fun. I was just having so much fun and just like not controlling myself at the time.
What? Oh, wow. What? He then went on to say, I didn't. I don't think so.
Thank
you.
He's trying to stay off that list, though.
He went on to say, I didn't know what I was doing. I was fully tweaked out of my mind. When I was vegan, I didn't have enough sugars and stuff like that. So it was like I was out of my body. I was on medication and just went to sleep on the plane. I'm like out of my body saying wild stuff.
I give him points for creativity with that.
For trying,
story.
right.
Yeah.
With that, yeah. You can ask a doctor, or really people know that. Come on now.
You need to be on the Trump campaign. Telling them kind of lies.
Right? Oh my God. Okay, moving on, y'all. Martin is set to receive official prequel series backed by Martin Lawrence himself. The prequel will be titled Young Martin, and it will tell the origin story centering on Martin Payne, a charismatic teenager navigating the complexities of transitioning from youth to adulthood. Now, the show is set in modern-day Detroit, and as a teenage Martin, he'll navigate through scenarios involving family, friends, and ambitions. This kind of reminds me of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, what he did with his show on Peacock. Last but not least, Diddy's mother, Janice Combs, has been admitted to a Florida hospital for monitoring amid health scare. According to TMZ, Ms. Combs was rushed in on Wednesday after experiencing pain in her chest. There has been no official ruling as to why just yet, but she reportedly believes that it's due to stress from her son's mounting legal issues. The news comes just one day after Diddy received a scathing message from Cassie's lawyer when he was spotted enjoying some fun on the water amid his legal troubles. Now, while Diddy was whitewater rafting with his friends in Wyoming, Cassie's lawyer released an angry statement saying, I don't think whitewater rafting will prepare him for the choppy waters that lie ahead. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I guess he shouldn't be having too much fun in public like this because he's got a lot. But what does he do to relieve stress? You know, I guess he should just stay in the house.
In a more secluded situation, I think. Just because of the optics, it just don't look good.
I guess people might interpret it as if he's taunting, you know, with him getting on the plane and him like, well, I'm living my life, whatever, you know.
If I'm his PR person, I'm like, look, you can do what you need to do to relieve your stress, but be very, very discreet about it because it ain't going to look good for you in the press.
Maybe he was trying to be discreet and somebody just snapped the picture. He thought he was doing something private.
Well, he should have came out in a mask then so nobody knew who he was. They know who he is and stuff.
You got to learn how to be low key. Like, that's how I keep the paparazzi off of me. You know.
All right, y'all, we're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note, but coming up next, we got the praise mixed down with Dwight Stone. The time now is 25 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.